Good afternoon. Just want to thank you all for all those messages and the way that you bring us back to what's really important after a busy week and just working and doing all the things that we do. Just really brought me back to what's most important in life and God. Now, why do we give an offering? Why do I give an offering? Back in Genesis 14, verse 18, it says that Abraham gave a tithe to Melchizedek, the priest of the Most High God. And I don't know if that was the very first instance, do you know, that tithing is mentioned? And also, I've struggled with this whole topic of tithing over the last several years, and there's a difference between tithing and offering, and charitable giving is what our church teaches now. So I don't really believe that I'm commanded to tithe, but I believe in doing it anyway because it's about me and my relationship with God. And, you know, I can just give what I have, my spare change. I can put that in the basket if I can spare it right now. But I can also sit down and think about my paycheck and how much I earn, and I can make a planned decision on how much I want to give to God. And I like to do that right off the top before other things start crowding in, because, you know, we'll want to go out to eat and we'll want to go to a movie and have some fun and buy something new and pay the bills, and before you know it, the money's all gone. But I personally, I don't do tithing. I've struggled with it, and I felt like this little voice of legalism was there to tell me, but you should be doing it this way. And so when I had doubts, I would come to Pastor Burmy and ask him, you know, is it okay if I give my tithe like this? You know, because sometimes I choose to support my children. I've had my older girls go. Regina's in Peru right now. So I give her a little extra support. So part of my tithe goes towards supporting her because, you know, the Bible also says you're worse than an unbeliever if you're not supporting your own household. So I feel like that's the only way I can do that. But the other half of the time, my tithe goes to the church. And that's because, you know, God has given us everything. He gives us everything through the spiritual relationship we have through the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And He's also blessed us so much to be able to fellowship together here in this church, to be able to get to know each other, to pray for one another. And it's really made a big difference in my life. So I enjoy giving to this church to help support it. And I just wanted to say in closing, why do we want to give to God? God owns everything. It says that in Job 41:11. So God owns everything. He gave His everything to save us. And I know I owe Him everything. And He's given me every blessing that I have, everything, so I want to give back to God. And God says it's more blessed to give than to receive. And so He's made us to be able to enjoy giving. Thank you. Please take up the offering.